Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Captain of Industry. We've just started exploring and here comes the ship. It should drop off a few people, so we should have more available workers once they arrive. Yes, 20 additional workers have just arrived. We'll pause the game there for a second while we quickly have a bit of a look at where we are running low on things. Food is fine. I don't mind that it's low. It's still got a decent number. Diesel is starting to look a little bit better. One thing that I did think we could do is probably boost at least one of these with a bit of Unity to make that run a little bit more effectively. I also understand that it doesn't actually take any electricity when you are boosting it with Unity, and we should have sufficient Unity to be able to do so. So let's pause that game again, just so that we try and get the crude here a little bit quicker. We will need to have a look at where we are going to set up our oil industry, and I'm kind of tempted to either do it over here somewhere, but that's going to struggle. It won't be able to work over here. I didn't think we'll do it here. So actually, to be honest, what I should be doing is kind of sorting this out over here. So let me put this in place for trimming back, and we'll get these guys. They can, as soon as they're done there, they can do that. Let me just move over here, and I'll switch that thing back on again, and we'll see how that goes. So I can try and trim this out so that we can actually get the ship and the oil rigs and the oil refinery to go in this spot. Okay, pause that again. We are running out of concrete, and let's see what is the situation with that. I think it is predominantly, this is efficient concrete, right? Yeah, as opposed to the others that's even slower. Yeah, this is efficient concrete that we're running here. Oh, we have run out of water a few times, I think. So one of the things is we could potentially build a water pump to try and supply this with more water, but I don't think we've actually run out. But I think it was going to be okay. I think this is probably a good idea that we do that. So let's establish a water pump kind of right over here. It's like slightly costly. Come on. No, don't do that. Do that. Okay, so that we'll actually supply it with water. I'm happy to go and construct that. We've got a fair bit of that available to go and build that with. That's okay. It's going to have these guys just going to divert around it ever so slightly, but that should give us a bit of water over there, to then be able to also use the water anywhere else. Okay, so that it's just slow, right? We've got all the cement, all the crushed slag, and all the sand that we would want. This is just slow, so potentially we can run an extra one here with a bit of Unity and that one too. We certainly don't need to do that anymore. We'll remove the boost for that one, and we'll run the Unity on that one instead and get the concrete slabs to move a little quicker. That should be all good. This one, once we have the workers, how many workers for this? 8 plus 2 plus 2. We can actually run all of this. Not sure about our power consumption though, but I'm quite happy to unpause that and see how that goes. And start producing a little bit more of this. Actually, yeah, well, that's fine. This one is full, and that's okay. The rest will now move their way through this process, and will be a little bit more effective at getting this filled up. Oh, beautiful. I love that. We can start running this one if needs be. We're out of concrete, by the way, so we're stopping production of parts. So we'll have to look at that. Just want to see how this thing in action. Excellent. Moving through, and logistics network isn't getting overwhelmed by that. Okay. Drop it back, pause it for a second, and let's quickly see. Our diesel is looking pretty good. This guy is fully loaded and ready to go again. So let's go back into the world map and say this time around, you will head over there, or shall we do the close by ones? Let's do the close by ones first. So head over there and see what you can find for us. This one should now be running and pumping a fair bit of water in here, so that one should be able to survive. Good. Okay. Now that's good. 5 workers only. Food supply 34 months. It's looking pretty good. We aren't running out of this just yet. Out of these guys just yet. We could actually remove the boost over here, and we need to potentially start upgrading at some point. That's fine. This is the big ticket item for us at the moment. This is finished off over here, and so the guy should be working on some stuff on this side. Excellent. Okay, now what is the next step? The next piece of the puzzle is for us to do vehicle parts over here. So vehicle parts will... Oh, tree harvester has no fuel. Okay, hang on. We're going to have a look at that. It potentially means that this guy needs to... Okay, location has been explored. Let's have a look. 26 population, 50 rubber, 68 copper, and some vehicle parts. And we found some loot only, unfortunately. Let's pop in over here and see what's down there. We haven't seen pirates just yet. What I would be interested in is to see how long this takes for this guy to be refueled. Is there any settings or anything that we need to do? Allow any vehicle to refuel here. Okay, so there should be a little truck running around, but let's maybe add an extra one to go and work on that component there for us. Our coal supplies are looking pretty good. Everything is now looking fairly stable, and I'm quite happy with that. So this guy over here has been producing vehicle parts for us. So what we'll do is we'll go and add yet another... Well, actually, we should probably be looking at not only manual assembly anymore. So let's have a quick look at our assembly situation. Electric assembly. Now, electric assembly, the problem with electric assembly is that a little bit of a challenge with it. We'll have to do this anyway. Aha! And that guy is giving these guys back, and that'll go into this. So we could potentially do... What's the difference? That's only... Ooh. Potentially, this is the one. So we'll do... I don't think we need to do more than one of each, though. So let's do 2 electric assemblies. That'll be pretty straightforward for us to accommodate. So I'll do 1... Yeah, we'll provide a little bit of room there. 1 there, and then 1 right next to it, right? And then this one will be vehicle parts. And the next one will be lab equipment. Is there anything else in here that we need? No, so everything now is actually would actually be sorted out through this. And this guy needs iron, mechanical parts, electronic components. This one needs electronic components and mechanical parts. So that actually works really, really well. So let's get cracking on getting that all connected. So we'll get you to run to about there. Actually, let's just pass you by a fair bit. Switch off the R. And we'll get you to go up to there. Go up a level, and we'll get you to go up to about there. Okay, excellent. So on the top we've got the we've got this guy. We've got the plates. So we'll do that one. Okay, that's all good. Now the next one is the electronics. I think, is that what it's called? Electronics. Hang on. There we go. That one goes there, and then from the bottom is where we've got these mechanical components. So we'll just go there and there. So that's the first one. The next one doesn't actually need all of that. It just needs the bottom 2. So what we'll do is we will, but potentially, Okay. No. No, come on, tie in for us. There we go. That's good. And I'll maintain the same kind of setup there. So there we go. So this should allow these things to work. Should be able to sort that out. And now the question is, do we just run them straight into their respective containers? And I think the answer is absolutely yes. We'll do one. Actually, we can just do something like this. One there and one there, and that's absolutely perfect. So we'll just run it in there and in there. There's a little bit of room here so that we could potentially loop something around if we needed to. But that effectively brings our first assembly facility to an end. And I'm quite comfortable with that. So let's do that. I will unpause all of this construction so the guys can come in and do the construction works here. And that should give us a pretty decent ability to survive most things. We can then, we do need to start digging out some sand again. I am so super worried about the provision of certain things. We're starting to run out of power. That guy did in fact get help. That guy is filling up pretty nicely. Okay, all good. It did get serviced, so that's good. What I would like to do is actually demolish and clear this one off. And once we've done that, we can actually move this entire component over here. Location has been explored. We've got another 29 population, 38 rubber, 80 copper, and 18 vehicle parts. 80 copper is an enormous amount. Hooray, we've got that. Can we go over here? We cannot. Can we go over there? We cannot either. So back home to get serviced yet again with some new fuel. All of this is seemingly okay. We've got a very busy network. Once this is built, should be okay. Farm potato something. Dried out. No water, no rain. We certainly have a little bit of rain here. What we can do is we can certainly upgrade these. Yeah, so we'll get ourselves ready to do the upgrade there. For the time being, we're not too bad. This guy should only work every now and again. So that's good. I do like the idea that we're just making sure that is fully full all the time. What I do need us to do is get one of these guys to prioritize sand for us for a second. I think what we'll need to do is we'll need to do a separate mining control tower for this area. So that's something that I'll work on building. I do want to play around with some of these retaining structures at some point also. So I'll do one over here. It should be fairly straightforward. So let's build one there. Not enough housing in the settlement. It's overcrowded. Okay, so let's have a quick look. So we've got some housing shortages at the moment. So let's quickly see about resolving that. We can certainly add a little bit of extra housing in there. And we will go by doing that. I do like keeping the thing on pause because it does allow us to fix mistakes once we seem to make them. Okay, so get that built. This guy will be assigned over here instead. Let's just edit this area. Actually, let's just edit it from there to kind of there. So we'll deal with that. So we're getting some sand in now. We need to keep an eye on our coal, but it's looking pretty good at the moment. And this thing is fully loaded yet again. The shipyard, however, is full. We've got coal here. We've got iron scrap, which is something I really don't want. There's a lot of these things that should probably go to different places. But the shipyard is full and the ship is full too. Okay, so we actually need to provide a little bit of storage availability here somewhere. Now, I switched off some stuff. I just need to figure out what it was that I ended up switching off. It was that one which we did and this thing. So I'll add some more workers to that mix there. That's okay. We would like to do that. What we will need to do is provide a little bit of storage of certain things. Now, what do we have in here that needs to be stored somewhere? Can't we... Well, keep empty, guys. Keep empty as much as you can. Absolutely. So if you can move any of these things out, I will discard the iron scrap because that's absolutely silly to have. The rest of the stuff just needs to move to their respective areas of containment. So let's try and get the guys to move that out. We can quite comfortably build another 2 of these trucks, which I think will be a good idea for us. That should be up and running. So now we're creating vehicle parts and we are creating lab equipment, which is great. So we can now start, if we're comfortable that we're creating enough of the number 2 parts, which is, I can't remember, advanced or what are they? The construction parts number 2, we can upgrade the rest of these facilities. We're extremely busy over there. We've finished off their housing, so that's all good. This should be able to move. That's all done. This is practically full. So I'm happy that that thing just doesn't work because it's full. And then all of our crude oil and all of our diesel gets stored wherever else. What does that guy do? That guy is filled up with diesel to take it. Over here, these guys get some diesel. And the rest gets popped off over here. That's fully loaded. That's okay. We should get these things moved out a little bit. Is there... Okay, so vehicle parts can quite comfortably come over here. Can we... Yeah, truck import is all good here. So we just need a truck or 2 to take things over. We're extremely busy at the moment. Nothing's idle. We have things idle. Assigned to the fuel station. One of them is actually idle. So the question is, do we need 2 of them there? A couple of idle vehicles. Not a lot, though. Yeah, anyway, we'll see. The landfill is growing pretty substantially over here. Is that unloaded? Not yet. Slowly moving through, getting unloaded. Rubber goes on this side and gets used fairly quickly. Electronics is being created. We can probably... That one is probably one that we need to upgrade pretty quickly if we wanted to make sure that we maintain that. Actually, that is one that I'll upgrade straight away. So if I wanted to upgrade that, that costs me only a little bit. Okay. That is quite interesting. So if you upgrade, that is really quite interesting. Yeah, this one. Okay, so if I want to upgrade it now, I can. So let's go ahead, upgrade, and we'll do a quick deliver. So because I don't want to lose those electronic components over there. Yeah, so this will now run presumably much quicker in terms of generating us the electronics that we need. Okay, perfect. So hopefully that helps us out a little bit more. We've got 2 additional vehicles, but that should have already been dealt with. The ship now is empty and the ship can move along again. So let's pop out here and go. Where exactly is the question? Do we... Let's move over this way and see what we can get. We should potentially get to another spot on that same load of fuel. Yeah, we absolutely need to sort this out. We should be trimming this thing back a fair bit so that we can start making room for our oil refinery, which I will run in this kind of area here. Yeah, this area is pretty much sorted out. Now that's going there. Okay, I would like to please unassign you from your existing mining tower. Then I would like to assign you there, and I'll get you a truck to come and help you out. I think the one is going to be just fine. We probably need another excavator over here also. So let me... and I would like to reassign just that area, so we don't have a massive overlap there. So if I do kind of that... Right? There we go. So now we've got our very own little area there. I'm not specifically dumping anything here, so we'll just bear that in mind. Okay, excellent. So nice lab equipment is good. So now we can actually start looking at potentially doing the upgrade over here. Okay, get me one of these upgraded, please. Certainly start working on one more of these guys. The location has been explored. We've got our ship has discovered oil rig. Now we've got ocean drilling technology, which is exactly what I was after. And so that gives us a good spot. I really wanted us to do that. Can we move on to the next one? Let's move on to the next one, see what we get over there. But that was really what we we're after. Perfect. So that's looking pretty good. Now, the next thing for me is to automate these facilities. The maintenance depots. Okay, let's have a quick look. Maintenance is where? Here it is. Maintenance. We still only have the one. This is a pretty pricey one, but I do want to build the captain's office because we could. There's an edict here that I think can allow us to reduce our. It allows us to reduce our fuel consumption, which would be awesome. Now, so from a maintenance perspective, we need. Oh crap! We need the electronics, which I believe I am putting in here. I could run this thing back in the other direction, and we can do some maintenance. Potentially over here somewhere. So this thing, we should keep this thing pretty full of electronics. We'll update that a little bit, but we need to ramp up our electronics production. That's okay. So maintenance. So what I'm interested in is let's park our a couple of these guys right here. Okay, we'll get our maintenance to run there. Now give me a conveyor. Oh, beautiful. How's our concrete? Our concrete is looking pretty good. So let's do that. We'll pop that one in there. We don't actually run through this way, do we? At all. So let's run one of these guys back here. Can we get over the top? Can we get over the top? We can. Hang on. Let's park that for a minute. We need to be able to expand this thing, and there should be expandability available here. But let's park that there for a second. Now, what we will need to do is we'll probably need to move them a little further away. Actually, is the intent. So the question is, we could actually hang on? We could actually bring it all a little closer this way. We needed to run it out that way anyway. Yeah, let's just do that. Try that one more time. Maintenance facilities, maintenance depot. So the idea being, okay, maintenance depot. So what we'll do is we'll do 1, 2 maintenance depots like that. We want a ramp, right? I think just this small. Yeah, just a small ramp like that. We'll move it one up there. Yeah, we'll do a little something like this and see how that works. Now, so instead of doing that conveyor there, we'll take it over this way. Run it up here and run it in something like that, and this one we'll do, I believe it should be able to, it doesn't go over. If that's the case, then let's lift it up a little bit. We'll go there. We'll go up by 1. There we go. So that should do the trick, I think. Keeps all of us happy and sane. We can go ahead and get all of that construction going. There we go. So start working on that, and this will be our, I think that will effectively become our main thoroughfare. And we will, if we want to continue running things through this way, that's exactly how it will work. Okay, so everything is super busy. Our food supply, is 24 months only because we are not quite getting there. Is this thing actually filling up at least? Doesn't seem to be the case. We've got an exploration done. Our ship has discovered damaged cargo ship, which is great. We've added some more stuff. Excellent. Can we head on out anywhere else? No, so head on back. So that's very good. So that gives us the very first round of things that we actually needed. That's awesome. This is all done. It needs some equipment, and we can start some new research if we wanted to. We certainly have the population to be able to do so, and we can probably start working on it. Okay, the next thing I needed us to do was actually expand the production capabilities here. So let's get an extra electric assembly going. We barely have enough stuff to make this work, but I'm comfortable that that's going to be okay. I believe we should be able to get over and across there. Okay, we'll do that, and we'll do this, and then this one will please be some more of the electronics. Thank you. And we will also feed you just into there, and at the same time we can go nuts and get all of this built. Thank you very much. We really need to do that. And that means we can probably start expanding this also. That's good. This needs water. Yeah, there's so much that the logistics are currently busy dealing with. But things are looking pretty good. Pretty good. Ooh, this is dropping. This is dropping a fair bit again. The diesel, but the crude, it's running, right? We're doing a fairly decent job. How's that holding up? That is looking pretty good. We're actually, it's the logistics that's being a massive problem. Oh, we're still busy here. That is busy, still busy refueling, which is okay. Okay, we'll have a look at keeping everything properly paced, but this should give us a little better abilities here. We could actually boost even the second one here and really speed up our production. We will run out here, so we probably can remove the boost there and even remove the boost there, and maybe get the rest of this built. What are you needing to build that? You should be able to do that. So, and then we need to just calm it down a little bit because we are going to run out of stuff. We're out of power now. Yeah, too many of these things requires electricity at the moment. Okay, we've got an extra excavator. That excavator is going to be assigned to this area. We should have sand ready to go. Yeah, that area is nice and filled up with sand, so our concrete is looking fairly reasonable. Excellent. Okay, the next thing we need to start planning out is our slightly more longer term oil items. So we don't actually have that up and running. So what I'll need to do is I will switch you on. You're going to use power to do so, and then we'll pop into research. Okay, now, see this one actually. I need us to actually build the this and then move straight onto advanced diesel. Power generation, advanced diesel. So these two things is something that's going to be important for us. Cargo depot is going to be important. Improved pipes, yes, certainly. Deconstruction efficiency, I didn't even know about that. Larger storages, I love that idea as well. More edicts, yeah, absolutely. So a burner, what does a burner do? A burner allows us to get rid of our waste. And this, what does this do? Wheat seeds and wheat processing into breads and things. My goodness, animal feed. Oh, this is going to get crazy busy. Okay, biofuel, what does biofuel give us? Yeah, that's not what we're quite after just yet. We're not after diesel from fuel gas from potatoes. That's not too crazy, is it? But we will need a fair bit of electricity to start running some of these things. But yeah, advanced diesel is really, I think, where we're at. We've got ocean drilling technology. Yeah, advanced diesel is the one that we should be researching. And we should be building a captain's office. So let's go for advanced diesel. There should be a lab available to start that researching process. Yes, it's missing an input, but the input will be delivered to it. I'm very sure of it. That's okay. Missing an input, you should be fine. You can go again, but I think we'll hold off just for a minute so we get our diesel to stabilize a little bit. What I'm keen to do is get the captain's office. But yeah, we'll need to just slow things down a little bit. Or, in fact, actually unpause these guys and we'll start producing a little bit more of this. Yeah, that's something that we need to do. Are we running out of... Oh, my. Oh my, oh my, oh my. What's going on over here? Are you stuck at all? Or what's the situation? Yeah. Okay, that's working. The slag is moving through. Yeah, drop it off over there. That's good. It seems to be reasonable. It's just when it gets something to dump, when it becomes a bit of a problem. Did we dump stuff here? Oh yeah, I think we are dumping here. Yeah, so your dump site is pretty close by anyway. So this should continuously run now, right? I think we need an extra vehicle over there. Can we build another? Ooh, our diesel is so low. Let's have a look about a bit of a trade for diesel. We can do coal to diesel. That is pretty straightforward. So let's get 2 of them going. That should give us a little bit of a buffer and allow us to build another excavator that we can assign to copper. My goodness, our diesel situation is not great. And the rubber? Rubber is still pretty solid, to be honest. But we are moving through it fairly quickly. And we are running out of power. So the question is, do we do another bit of diesel generation here? We could maybe add another. Oh, look at that. That's like a perfect little fit there. It actually works right there. I'm going to do that. We have everything we need. So let's pop that in. We'll sort that out. And we can also... I'll do a quick deliver here with some Unity. And then we'll have another power facility. It doesn't actually do power. Doesn't actually generate power if it doesn't need to. But we just want to make sure a lot of our stuff is actually running all the time. Yeah, we're extremely busy. can we, let's have a quick look. The retaining wall, I need to end this episode. I want to have a quick look at the retaining wall component. So what does this do? Prevents terrain from collapsing. Walls can be placed below the surface to prevent terrain, collapse during mining, or above terrain to aid with dumping operations. The placement elevation is adjustable. Walls will collapse if they hold more than 5 units of height or if they are overfilled. So a short retaining wall, a long retaining wall, a retaining wall corner, a retaining wall cross, and a retaining wall T. I have no idea how these things actually work. So my question is, I'm used to too high. So if we do that, look, I don't want to necessarily build unnecessary retaining wall structures, but I believe the issue has been I don't quite know how we're supposed to build, right? Should we? The idea is I want to keep the ground stable here for the most part. Aha! Is that what I'm after? I've no idea what I'm doing. I've no idea what I'm doing. Do I retain there? If I want to retain here, can I retain it a little higher? So that seems to be the highest I can actually retain this. Try it there again. Okay, well, let's do a retaining wall structure there. And do I then tie you in next to it there? So if I do that, it seems pretty reasonable, and then I'll probably need to do a short one. A little section like that. So there we go. So now if we're supposedly doing a bit of a retaining wall through here, we kind of just sort out this section. Do we do retaining walls on top of retaining walls? Don't think so. What does this cross do? Oh, ooh. It's to, okay, that's okay. Well, with that retaining wall structure there, we should at least be able to sort out most of it. I might add one more section through here, and the question is, do we then do a higher structure there? Actually, let's do a higher structure, and at the same time, well, this is going to be a bit of toing and froing. So will we? And we go up. Oh well, we'll have to do it from here. Okay, so that one. So for some reason, there we go. And can we do one more? We can quite comfortably do that. So let's just do the higher one there and see. I don't know if we can go, but at least if we retain here, That means we can dump into that section, and it should be fairly fine. Okay, that's okay. We're going to have a look at that. I'm going to redo this one here. So yeah, it's all about experimenting this a little bit. I don't know if I can... oh, that's a rotation. Yeah, that's a little bit too much. So we'll do that, and then we'll kind of step it down a little bit there, and have a little bit of probably a little dip through there. But I think that will actually do pretty nicely in terms of retaining to our level, right? We'll just fill it in. That's okay. And I think that should be okay. That should be okay. These things will be pretty pricey to build, though. So let's get the first two built there, because this area is collapsing pretty quickly. So let's retain that and assist with our mining a little bit more down here. We should have built another excavator. So let's get that excavator assigned here, and we can maybe do another truck in there at some point. We can probably do a couple of more trucks. That would be good. I do want to build that mining one, and it's starting to look pretty reasonable for us to do so. So the captain's office. Captain's office is really expensive. Oh, and it's huge. It is also huge. So where would we place the captain's office? Advanced diesel has still not happened. What I'll do is I will place the captain's office over here. It doesn't seem to be too problematic to place it here. It looks a little bit more impressive, I think. So I'm going to place it right over here. Captain's office, and that's not bad. I don't mind having the captain's office on the coastline right here. The other thing we could of course do here is run our oil refinery into this general area, if we wanted to. So let's continue some tree harvesting. Oh my goodness, I need to end the episode. So I'll think about it a little bit in between episodes, and then come back and we'll sort it out from there. This thing still hasn't had anything delivered to it, but we should have more than sufficient lab equipment available. So the question is really, do we break this down and move it over here? Move it over here with yet another one. And what does this take? Machine parts generally. Yeah, this takes too many other stuff. I don't think we can move some stuff in here, can we? Yeah, this doesn't actually have us the ability to do that. So I think what we can do is move our research operation into this area here, at least one of them. So the question then comes in, can we squeeze in another shipyard? We don't actually have, we can move shipyards, but I think it is going to become problematic to do so. So I'm pretty comfortable to just leave it there for the time being. So with that guy in place, we should be able to do some things. Industrial edicts gives us a fuel saver. Vehicles fuel consumption reduced by 15%, which is enormous. And we can do the plenty of food to get extra unity should we want to. Definitely keen on getting the captain's office built, guys. In the next episode, we'll come back and see about getting our research automated. Oh, hang on, those are built. Our retaining walls are built. Oh, looking pretty good. Yeah, not bad at all. I'm going to get the rest of them built as well, so that we can properly fill that in and not collapse that area there. Okay, guys, I will see you in the next episode, and we will sort out our research and our captain's office, and go from there. Okay, if you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. Bye bye.